Hello, welcome to Blue Shell Bath. It's fucking on every fucking week.
Almost came up with that.
Good. You joke.
To be fair, you know, he's never done that.
I know.
He's a clap.
I know.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he usually gives me the clap.
Got moaned at for clapping though. By our one fan.
Right. Hello, welcome to Blue Shell Banter and Merry Christmas. My name is Chris Taylor. Joining me this week is the Metroid Matt Chapman. The steroid Alex McMullen.
Steroid?
And hemorrhoid Craig Clark.
You're my cream.
This is a bit of a different one because with it being our Christmas special, I don't know what the flourish was about there. But with it being the Christmas special, we've decided we're going to tell stories from our lives centered around gaming, similar to what we did in the first season. If anyone actually bothered to listen to that.
Yeah, so we just prepared stories, didn't we?
Yeah, we all prepared
it.
long in advance.
Yeah.
We had stories ready and waiting in the wings, didn't we?
If you count 10 minutes, yeah.
Right, okay, well, I'll kick it off then. First of all, picture the scene. I'm about 11 years old. I've just got...
You know, I can only picture this in cartoon.
I'm about 11 years old. We've just got our SNES, the Super Nintendo, right?
You're downstairs in your dad's underwear.
No, not this time. No, we've got the SNES and we've got Zelda: A Link to the Past on playing. Now it's getting late, and there is me, there is my older brother, and there's my mum, and we're all playing this game. I'm playing this game, and they're.
I was going to say your mum played Zelda on this, isn't it?
No, they watched and sort of helped with the puzzles and things, kind of. Anyway, it gets to a point where it's obviously my bedtime. Now my brother's older than me; he gets to stay up later, and my mum can go to bed when she wants.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I mean, I know your mum's old, so sure then.
Well, not when I was 11, she was.
Oh, okay. So I'm not going to say, surely
Quick
in the
maths.
home,
How old was your mum when you were 11?
I don't know.
72.
Fucking hell, that ruined that one, didn't it?
72.
Quick, wasn't it?
So when you're at the home with your mum, she's watching you play this game and your brother.
Yeah.
You've had to go home with your dad.
No.
Your brother's got to stay a little bit later.
Where have you invented your own story in all this
in the
from?
retirement home.
You told him to make up a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not to counteract mine.
No.
And I didn't tell him to make up a story at all.
He told me to make up a gaming story. So this is
No.
This is my gaming story.
No.
Craig's taking over.
I
now.
did not tell you to make up a story.
Craig's taking over.
So when
This
you
is
were at the
Craig's moment
retirement
now.
home playing Zelda, because your mum was there, you had to go home, so your dad had to take you home. Your brother stayed a little bit later until, like when they get tea and biscuits. That's about the time they have to leave. So they've gone. So your mum's, in the home alone. Hey, Kevin McAllister. So what's happened is, when all of the other oldies have had to go back to bed and the nursing staff are doing the rounds, your mum kept sneaking out to trash pots on Zelda. That's the end of that story, really. Anyway, what is it now? It's Guess the Sound.
Do you know what? I really enjoyed that
That's a
story.
good story,
Craig.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's my story done, by the way. Thank you.
Not a single part of that was true. So, come to my bedtime, and I've been sent bed, and my mum and my
Sent
brother,
bed.
Annoying,
and my
isn't
mum and my brother have carried on playing.
So, well,
Playing what?
Zelda. Oh, right. Sorry, I thought they were. Oh my God! Can I get this story out? So, welcome to my world.
That's what she said.
Andy, I know. He's the only fucker that never gets it done to him. In fact, let's just... Come on.
We don't need to. It's going to anticipate it all the way through now.
Yeah.
It's just going to be like.
No. Actually,
Can I tell my story?
Do you know
Can I
what?
tell my story?
I just won't tell it.
Harold! I want to tell my story!
I'm going to start this again in a minute and just delete the lot.
See how he always abuses his power.
Yeah. It's tough being at the top.
Really?
No, I can actually feel the frustration of everybody fucking doing this, so come on. I'm listening.
I'm glad one of you are.
You don't mean he is.
I'm going to say, I'm not.
Right, so I've been sent bed and my brother and my mum have carried on playing, but they're not as good at the game as I am. So I'm just drifting off and I hear
Suck your own dick. You're 11. How old's your brother at this stage?
yeah, but neither my mum or my brother are particular gamers. I was the only real gamer in the family.
Which brother is this?
My elder brother.
The one that plays games.
No.
It was.
Obviously not.
Sorry, carry on.
He's the one that plays football and had friends.
All right.
So I'm just drifting off anyway, and I hear my mum call me going, Chris. So I come to the top of the stairs, sort of like, all blurry-eyed and all that, and I'm like, what? She says, we're stuck on this bit. Can you come and do it for us? So I had to go back downstairs. Go back downstairs.
Yeah,
and do this bit. And it's a bit in the game where, I don't know if you've played the game, if you remember it, where you basically have to give this monkey, I think it's a nut or something like that, and he opens the door for you. And they couldn't figure out how to do it.
Well, they couldn't figure out how to give a monkey a nut.
Well, I don't think they knew that's what you had to do. So I did that bit, but then they forgot I was still up. So I got to stay up for like an hour longer than I should have done, just because I was good at this game.
Score.
So yeah,
And his
finally
life-
that's the first story done.
His life has never been better.
Yeah, it's true.
That's the
That
best
is true.
moment
That is
of
the
your
highlight
life.
of my life.
Yeah, what do you do to get to stay up now?
He has to go to bed at 9
He has to-
o'clock.
Viagra.
Because his mum sends him bed still.
Rather than giving a monkey a nut, he has to bust a nut.
Yeah.
The second one is a particular frustration of Matt's.
Sexual.
Just 2 words. I know what Matt, because we'll get a reaction from Matt.
It don't take
Just-
much to get a reaction from
No, these 2 words. All it will take
Whoa,
from
whoa,
Matt.
whoa, whoa.
So just keep your eye on him.
Hang on. What do you mean get a reaction from Matt? In all these years, I've never seen Matt have a reaction.
This will. Trust
You
me.
don't know him as well as us then.
Yeah,
Okay.
trust me. This will get a reaction. So 2 words. You ready for this, Matt?
Go on.
Motocross Madness.
Oh, for
There you go. Told you. So Motocross Madness was a game on the PC. It was basically like a stunt motorbike game where you could do all the jumps and things like that, and you could make your own tracks on it and stuff like that. It was a really good game actually. And Matt, being the sort of biker and the BMX rider and all that sort of stuff, was particularly proud of his prowess on this game. Okay.
Yeah, it was actual skill. Like actual real fucking skill.
So I come along and he's like, oh, I've got this game, try it out. And he's like sitting there all smug like, you'll do crap on this. So I gets on this game, and you have never seen such a fluky person on any game. I'll even admit myself, I was lucky on it. I was upside down on this bike, coming down onto the floor, and all of a sudden flip it back round and land the bike, okay? To the point where he's there, gobsmacked. He's like, how the fuck are you doing this?
Because I've like got my head around all the physics of the game, and
Yeah.
I'm sort of going, right, if you jump this way and make sure you land it that way and this kind of stuff. And then he just basically glues his finger to the accelerate button and just goes fucking left, right. That's all he needed to do, and it was just like banging off the fucking...
Wipes all his best scores.
Yeah. Just gives me the control about
I
like
was
what.
amazed with the actions. It was left, right, left, and banged it.
He did bang it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's my stories.
So that was your worst moment of your life.
Yeah. So we'll go on to guess the sound then.
Oh, guess the sound. Anyway, this is the part of the show where I play some sounds and they have to guess what they are.
That sounds.
That's actually a much better introduction than what I actually normally give.
Alex has got no fucks to give today.
Just to add on to that, they are actual gaming sounds. They're not just random sounds like from anywhere.
Yeah, it's not, oh, that's a dog barking.
Well,
Oh, here we go.
Are we stuck to theme?
It is, isn't it?
no. Right, so I've tried to
What
pick,
theme? The theme is Christmas.
Yeah.
so I've tried to pick a game from like the PC, PlayStation, Xbox, like variants. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is sound number 1.
A Way Out.
It sounds like something from some fighting game.
Here's something on the PC.
Mm.
Do you want it again?
Yeah. Leisure Suit Larry.
No.
So it's only on the PC. This is
Yeah, it's on the
didn't,
PC.
didn't
yeah.
exist on console.
You see why we're all struggling?
Yeah.
Like Craig's the only person that owns a PC.
It's Pornhub. Right.
Hey!
Right.
Was it really?
Yeah, Pornhub.
Was it really?
Well, you know what? I'm actually quite glad that none of us got that.
I am shocked!
Was that really porn?
Pornhub. You know the intro at the beginning.
I've completed that as well.
Okay.
Don't tell me what happens. I'm only halfway through.
Oh yeah.
On to the real sounds. Okay. Ready? Sound number 1.
Pornhub.
No.
Oh, I know that.
Is it again?
It's not your fault, guys, is it? No.
Oh, my brain's just gone blank.
Like your head. Like that.
Leave me solar panel alone.
Whatever it is, I've heard it. It's not.
No, you're gonna have to tell us, though.
Sure?
Yeah.
You really sure?
We're not like you. We don't drag this on for an hour.
Mario Kart.
Oh, you're joking? What?
Yeah. Use pair of pillocks.
What's the sound?
I'm not even going to play any more sounds now because you two have really upset me. You sit there and diss me every fucking day about Mario Kart and you can't even tell me what a fucking new lap sounds like.
What Mario Kart is it from?
A new lap? Oh, of course it is. What a dick. I'm ashamed now.
Yeah, you should be.
We don't deserve to win this now.
No, you don't.
Yeah, it is. That's
Right,
obvious it is.
Can I just
I know
win?
it.
Can I
right,
just
Craig
give
has won. Guess the sound.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll go for double points now.
Sound number 2.
What? That's all we get?
Yep. You want it again?
Is it fucking worth it?
I didn't hear it. He spoke over it.
You having a laugh?
Oh.
GoldenEye.
Keep doing it.
No, it just sounds like a sonar.
See, when it does it like that, it sounds like the motion detector from Aliens.
Conker's Bad Fur Day?
Another world.
Can't just guess that.
Oh, I just did.
No, not a clue.
The noise I make when I sit on a toilet. It's going to be another game we all know.
Yeah,
And it will be, yeah. But it's not enough of a sound for us to actually be able to place it.
Of course
I know, you know.
It's not. It's
Give it.
lemmings.
It's
Close.
Worms.
Yes.
Yes!
No, I've not
Is it
played
when
that
they
one.
jump? Yeah.
Well done. Chris 1-0. Okay. Sound number 3.
Wave Racer.
Nope.
Castlevania or something.
Nope. Again.
These are hard.
No.
Fucking hard.
I know, what do you think we are? Gamers?
I mean, this shouldn't be hard, especially like Mario Kart.
I know.
Mario Kart.
No.
Oh, just in case.
I don't know.
The Forest.
No.
I'm just trying to think of games you might have played. That one with the Last of
Well,
Us.
that's the problem with Alex. He's played the beginnings of like 1,000 games
Yeah.
just today.
Not enough of a sound.
It's what?
It's not enough of a sound.
It is.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that one's
it's
more
the
of a
sound
sound
of
than the last
something.
one.
Right.
No.
No, Matthew?
Mm.
You got to kick yourself, mate.
No, go on.
Geometry Wars.
Fuck. What sound is it?
I wouldn't have got that. I never played Geometry Wars.
Me neither.
Fuck
But I
is
thought I'd give him
What's
something that he could actually
Geometry
get.
Wars?
Exactly.
Twin stick shoot.
Sound number 4.
Hey, wait, you got to tell me what sound it. What is the sound?
I don't know, it just says Geometry
No,
Wars.
I know that.
Resident Evil.
No, I know that one.
Tomb Raider.
Oh, you knob. I know that.
It'd be one of
Chris
those
knows it!
things that you
Alan
play,
Wake.
wouldn't it?
No.
Creepy, haunted, zombie mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
Nope.
Castlevania.
Nope.
Blood Omen.
Nope.
Dark Souls.
I can't place it.
Saints.
I hate this game.
It's not that then.
What?
House of the Dead.
Oh, that would have been a good one, that would.
He's going to say it, and I'm going to be like, I know it!
Anybody?
No.
No.
Matt?
No.
Picture the scene. You're shooting at a super mutant, and then all of a sudden,
Oh, it's
a
Fallout.
mysterious stranger appears.
What game's that then?
Fallout 3 and 4 has the same noise.
Well,
It's when
I
the
know-
mysterious
Okay.
stranger
I know
appears.
you're going to fall out, but what game is it?
Yeah.
So, last sound.
Fucking that sound?
The Witcher.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well, Chris wins 2-0.
But I won the first one.
That was trash.
Yeah.
I can't
So-
believe we didn't get the Mario Kart one.
For you guys at
Shameful.
home, who are probably sitting there laughing at these bunch
And
of
as you
tits,
should be.
I've done you guys a sound. hopefully you know it. It's very retro, and you older folk should bloody know what it is.
So this is
Oh,
for the audience.
Yes, this is for
So
the
we're not
people.
allowed. If we know it,
No,
we're not.
No,
you're
you
not
can't-
allowed
you
to
can't shout
say.
it out.
We might
Are
want to
you
tell them
ready?
the last one as well.
Everybody, listen.
I know
No.
that one.
I know that one.
Yep. So you guys at home, there you go.
Just to end that off, the sound from the last episode, which was the horror special that we did, that Craig played the sound. Craig,
It was Boulder's Basics.
Never
yeah, you know, Molded Basics. That game we all know.
Classic.
Fake. That one's fake.
As you,
It ain't. Believe it or not, the only person I know that actually got it was his daughter.
my daughter, yeah, there was one person that
Never.
guessed it because nobody bloody heard of it.
Anyway, did you enjoy that guest sound, lad?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah. All those easy games and stuff that you should have got. Yeah.
yeah. It was.
I thoroughly enjoyed winning that
shameful.
first one without doing it.
Yeah, you did, mate. Well done.
It was absolutely shameful. Matt.
Oh yeah. No, I've got to try and make my.
Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up there.
So I've got to try and make my stories as short as yours now, then, because yours were like
Well, yeah.
there was a thing at Christmas.
You
and
have
then-
like a 5-minute slot.
Oh, okay, right. So
It's like he's never done this podcast before.
You paid for this slot, now use it wisely.
first thing, right. This is going back like a good sort of 10 years at least, right, where we discovered a really, really strange thing about my mum.
She's a swinger. She wearing upside down pineapple.
Was it when you looked in her top drawer?
Fortunately, it ain't that weird.
No, that
right?
was a dad's.
It ain't that
Did it have a
Toothbrush!
fist on the end of it?
Tentacle.
Is your mum an octopus?
blocking it.
Sorry, Matt, go on. The
Love
strange
you,
thing
Karen.
about your mum.
So
She's
it
actually
ain't.
his dad.
Fortunately, it ain't that weird, but it was still weird, right? So, we used to play. Me and my brother and our like girlfriends at the time. We used to play a lot of quiz games. We used to have all these things with all these like peripherals, you know, like buzz. And there was a thing. On
Again,
the...
are we back to the thing in the drawer?
No. You know what I'm talking about.
Touche.
It was called, but you know the thing with the you got like the little buzzers. I'm going to call them something else.
Vibrators.
They have remotes with a little egg.
They pretty much did.
He's wearing it now.
Oh.
That's why he's smiling.
Is that why you slipped Greg the remote?
Right. Anyway, everybody knows what I mean. Buzz, the quiz thing on the PlayStation, and we also had an
With
Xbox.
the generic quiz host guy that's on every quiz game.
Yeah, he looked like one of like Terrence and Phillip or something. So we had stuff like that, and there was one on the Xbox, and it was you got all these peripherals. You got like a little thing where you had to like press a button, press the right answers corresponding to what was on the screen.
What was that?
I don't know.
Milky.
If I'm honest, I don't know.
To answer one of the questions, you've got to milk a cow.
I'll tell you what that was. That was me trying to remember how it worked. I'm trying to picture it. But anyway, why you couldn't just play these things with a controller, I don't know. Because you get like multiple choice on the screen and you had to press a corresponding button for your
I
answer.
remember, yeah.
So it'd be like, which film star, which person starred in this movie or whatever, right?
And who starred in it?
But what we did, well, this is the thing. You would always find out, the whole room would always find out what the answer was because of my fucking mum, right? She got some sort of mental problem, right? We would all sit there playing and you'd go, Mum, this is where it didn't make any sense because you go, Mum, do you want to play? And she'd go, oh, I can't do those things, computers or whatever. No, don't give me that. I don't know how it works. I don't want to touch it. So you go, okay, then fine, right? But don't go shouting out. Don't go shouting out the answers, right? So a question would come on the screen and it'd be some kind of, who starred as Indiana Jones or something, and it'd be multiple choice and you're going to press the right button and there'd be four of us playing, and my mum, who's not playing, would sit in the background and she'd just go, Harrison Ford! And you go, Mum, you remember when we said you could play the fucking thing, but you have to press the... And she'd be like, oh, okay, sorry. Oh, I won't say anything then. Right, okay then. Next question would come on. And then she'd just go, oh, Madonna or something, and you go, Mom.
Madonna did not play Indiana Jones.
But it got to the point
Played
where
with Indiana Jones.
Probably.
it got to the point where, honestly, right, it didn't fucking matter how many times you tried to explain it. She was just like broken. It was like she'd just sit like some Twitch or something. She'd just start shouting out the answers, and you go, Mom, like, I'm not being funny now, but shut the fuck up. Or you'd be like,
You know what that is? That's years of having to deal with you. That's a payback.
You're basically saying your mum's got quiz Tourette's.
yeah. But it was to the point,
Quiz
right?
Tourette's.
She must be fucking a nightmare during the chase.
It was to the point where you and I'm not even making this up for like comic effect. You would shut her out of the room. You'd go right, go. You're not allowed in here anymore because you keep ruining it and shouting out the answers. And it'd be like pressed up against the glass, all like steaming up and stuff. She'd just be like, you know, shouting out the name of some Robert De Niro or something. You'd be like, fuck off. Honestly, it was really weird. You couldn't.
You're all having to play with like ear defenders
Yeah,
on
it
just
was.
to try and block her out.
She'd go, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Oh yes, I'm really sorry. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then you go, right, unpause the game. Next question. Yeah. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not. No. And then I guarantee, as soon as it played like that, she'd just go, no, fuck, sake.
You know when you animate this?
No, I'm not animating this.
For his mum.
It's already animated.
No, for his mum. You've got to do Matt with breasts.
Well, then they'll just think it's Matt.
Oh, yeah.
But he has got breasts.
So yeah, that was a really, really weird experience. That's my first little story, and my second one is much, much more recent, but it's a really, really strange experience. Now, can anybody comment without getting angry? Because I know this gets you angry.
What?
When-
You saying something that angers Alex?
When you're trying to teach a non-gamer how to game,
Well, I think that's just frustrating all round.
but do you actually realise what like geniuses we actually are?
No. I really don't realise
but you
that.
don't though, do you? You don't until you realise that like you've been doing this thing for so long, for so many years. It's just it's all just muscle memory.
Make you a genius?
No. What I mean is right. So everybody's got skills, yeah.
You've been wanking since you were like 5 years old, but that don't mean you're a genius at it.
I'd say it does.
What's the square root of 25?
So okay, to put it into
We need this equation solving. Someone get Matt some lubricant. He's the only man that can do it. I'm ready.
You've got Elon
The
Musk.
answer is 6.
Elon Musk is on the phone. We need to get to Mars. Get Matt Chapman.
He's a genius, but I don't like his method.
Why is his room so sticky?
this should make a good film.
Oh yes, that brings up. Oh, that's a new version of Rain Man.
So what,
I could have your mum in it.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Sorry, Matt, we're geniuses.
so what we're saying
I can tell you're a genius. I can see your calluses.
I'll put it into context, right? The other day, me and my girlfriend and her kids and a few other people, right? We went roller skating, right? Now I have never even.
Please don't tell me you geniused in front of her and her kids.
I have never put a frigging roller skate on my foot in my entire life. Just never, ever,
You were like,
ever
I
done
can
it.
learn this, just turn your
Right.
back.
Yeah. We went along. You've got a room full of 100 people that can all do it. They've all been doing it since they were little kids or whatever. They're all just twizzling around and doing it, right?
And you're leaving a mess behind you.
I just couldn't, like, it just wasn't, like, computing with my brain. It's just like, oh, just move your feet this way or whatever. I was like, no, right? But that's because that's something that they've been doing for years and it's something that I've never done, right? So flip that round. Recently, I've had a lot of experience in trying to get my very, very non-gamer. I mean non-gamer at all. Like, didn't even play like Space Invaders and all that stuff in the arcade. Didn't play Mario and all the stuff that like we were brought up with. Just never done games. My girlfriend, right? She's a smart lady, but it's just this funny experience.
Just end it there. End it there. She's a smart lady.
When you're trying to teach
next theme.
When you're trying to teach a non-gamer how to game, right? It's a very, very strange experience because what's so basic to you, what's something that you've been doing since you were like a little kid and you don't even think about. If somebody gives you a controller and says, oh, here you go, look, I've got this new game or whatever, there are certain things that you just know, you just go, oh, well, that button's going to be walk and that's move your camera around and that's shoot and that's do this and that's do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not timing.
Go on, that's it, that's the end.
No, go on.
No, but... right, in your head that's like really, really basic stuff, but when you're trying to show them, and obviously you're trying to make it like a fun thing, so you're like, yeah, let's play a game together, so you put something on.
Look, turn into an elf.
But what you don't want to do is sit there and go, no, you're not fucking doing what I fucking said, are you? And you're going, I'm going to show you the basics,
Yeah.
like walk and simultaneously rotate the camera. I'm not going to tell you anything else. I'm just going to show you the most basic thing. And then they get it, and they just walk into a fucking wall, and they're like looking up there and turning around and walking off the edge and stuff like that. But you don't want to sit there and go, no, you're a fucking retard. Give me it here.
Says the man who's just nearly knocked himself out with his own pom-pom.
So if we was to amalgamate this, we've learnt out that Matt's other half is wonderfully intelligent but a fucking retard.
And his mum has dildos.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep, that sums that up.
We are very, very skilled in
separate things.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, she in fairness, she's probably good at other stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Craig. Has Matt let us down, real or fake?
Is that me?
Craig.
Oh yeah, that's me. That is me. So, is there a jingle for this? No.
Well, no. There's never a jingle for this.
So, the game I'm doing for real or fake is
fake.
a game called... Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think?
Well, I'm gonna reserve judgment until I've heard some more facts.
Okay. So, all right. Okay, it's a game called Sleigh Bells. Because I stick to theme.
Right. He does.
Stick to theme.
That's how he gets up in the morning.
Sleigh Bells. You play... It's on a PC. Don't ask me too many questions about it.
Because he's never played it.
I'll have to make it up. It's on the PC. You play a prostitute called Sally who delivers a present to her son. In the process, there's a murder that happens. You end up in the subway. You find tools to defend yourself with because Santa's coming to kill you.
Why?
Because Santa's a nutjob.
Okay.
Right, so let me get this right. You're on the way to give your kid a present.
Yeah. You've earned
You're
that present doing a lot of things
right
to make that money.
Yep. Right. With a tentacle. So
However you fancy it.
you then stumble across a murder.
You get to like a crime scene, so when you're on your way home after dropping the present off, you
get
can't
to a
go
crime
your
scene.
normal route, so you have to go
The
via
police
the
have
subway.
blocked it off.
Yeah.
What's the graphical style? Is it like a point and click thing?
It's first person PS1 graphics.
So 3D, but quite blocker.
Yeah.
First person, so it's like a shooter.
Yes. Because later on in the game you do get a gun so you can kill Santa.
Okay. So until later on in the game, what are you using as like a weapon?
Crowbar, an axe.
Okay.
And you get them from the subway.
Yeah, you find them.
Is it mainly the subway you're in?
Most of the time, it's first part of the game you're outside the city because you're trying to find your son's house to drop the present off at the house. Then you'll go in the subway, and then the latter part of the game you're out of the subway in the streets being hunted by Santa.
What is the relevance of her being a prostitute?
Because I think Santa don't like her because she's a naughty girl.
Oh, I see.
I don't know.
So there's nothing in the game that you have to particularly do that...
Not die.
Right.
You'll find dead bodies during the game.
Right. Of prostitutes.
No.
Oh, so you're not got to do the whole sort of hot coffee thing from GTA to earn money or anything like
No.
that?
The premise is you are a prostitute. It kind of tells you that she's fed up of taking her clothes off for money type thing.
I see.
But then
Well, surely she's repented her ways, and then Santa shouldn't kill her.
Santa's not God. Duh.
Oh.
So the aim of the game is to not die,
Yes.
or is it to kill Santa?
To not die, but the only way to not die is to kill Santa.
Right.
And then once you've killed Santa, that's it, game over.
Game over. It tells you.
How many times do you run into
You
Santa?
killed Santa. Number of times. It's the way the level's designed. You can hide away from Santa as he goes down his set paths type thing.
And you can't come behind and miss him with a crowbar.
Yes. Puts him on the floor for the time being, but then he'll get back up. The only way to kill Santa is with a gun.
Right. And not staving his head.
Oh, I see. So it's a bit like sort of Nemesis in Resident
Kind
Evil.
of. At first, when you hit him with an axe, you think you've killed him, and then it turns up later on that, no, you didn't kill Santa!
Who makes this game?
A developer.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you develop the game?
No.
It's real. And do you know why?
Because you've played it.
No. Because he only had from last night to come up with this.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but he's a very
therefore-
clever man. Remember,
No,
he's a genius.
he wouldn't have been asked to make something up, so he would have just Googled something.
Or I could have just told you the premise of a film. Because we all know I prefer films to games.
So what are you saying then, that you can get out of that by going, no, it's not a real game, but it's a film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I wanted to.
Pretty much, yeah. 'Cause
I'm
it's
sure
a
I did
fake
that with
game.
the real fake game the last time, where it was a film, but then it turned out to be a real game,
I'm
but it
still
was
going
actually
real.
a film.
Right, okay, Mac going real. Alex?
Fake.
See, I am very torn with this. I'm going to say fake.
Okay.
So, Craig,
Oh, you fucking...
reveal to us, is this game real or is it fake?
Do you want to change your mind?
No.
Okay. It's a real game
Fudging hell.
called Sleigh Bells.
By some strange twist of fate, Matt has now won real or fake 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
Well done, mate.
The game.
You must have been genius in hard.
The game was developed by Blake McKinnon Productions,
Right.
and it's a Christmas-themed survival horror game.
Okay. Right.
All right.
Sleigh
That
Bells.
surprised me. I thought you were
SLAY.
basing it on a film like Halloween or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I know.
weren't really sensitive.
I was going to do that, but then I thought no.
See?
Right, fair enough.
Logic.
You just said you've got logic.
I know.
No, logic as to why it would be real.
Right.
Oh no, that was a legitimate reason to think why. And originally I was going to do a fake one for that reason alone. But then I thought, no, you'll all go fake on the basis of, you know full well I'm quite happy to make crap up.
But yeah, that brilliant.
Not a bad review for a game I've never played.
It weren't. Yeah, it's quite rare for you. Alex.
So, mine's not really a story as such. It's more like a question out to the group.
Okay.
That wasn't in the programme.
No,
That wasn't your
curveball.
instruction.
Reason being is because my head's a shed and I've really got bad memory and I can't remember past
You
last
know what
week.
you need to
And
do
the
more?
only
You need
things
to
I can-
genius more.
I
Yeah.
know. The only things I can remember are the ones that we've already said in previous episodes, Christmas episodes and things like that. I've got nothing that stands out significantly that would be worth actually sharing. So
What about that time when...
Don't ruin it, that's what I'm doing.
So the question being is, so out of all the consoles you've ever had, what actually brought you the fondest memories and why? So for me, mine would be the Amiga 1200.
Okay.
Reason being is because when I got that, it was like I'd gone from the Amstrad CPC 464, and that's when I really started to understand that it was moving forward, technology was moving forward, the graphics were getting better, there was colours, it weren't just
Well, yeah,
green.
when a green screen.
The games were more interactive. It weren't just a joystick with a single button. You know, you had the whole keyboard to use and a mouse. You could tell that we were moving forward with the times, and you could actually see that we were going to get somewhere someday.
See, I weren't as posh as you. I just had the Amiga 500 Plus.
Oh, the plus is
Oh,
still a
you
good
had the
machine.
plus!
Yeah, I did. I had the Plus.
Yeah, so like your
Bring around the limo.
So like your Worms and your Lemmings and your Monkey Island, the games on the Amiga blew me away. Project X, great game. You know, it literally opened the world up, and it actually gave you more real time movement and things like that, which I appreciated a lot more. Whereas the Amstrad was very slow and sluggish. So yeah, my question, what?
Well, there were so many consoles that I have sort of fond memories. I mean, the Amiga 500, like I say, I mean, I had some great times playing that. But I would say that out of all of them, the one that sort of brought the most joy has got to be the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Just for the Mario Kart sort of.
That game you don't know the sound of.
Yeah, that one. The Mario Kart. Well, the Mario Kart challenge above anything else. Like just trying to do that sort of like playing every track, getting first and second on every track. It's harder than it sounds, honestly. But the joy it brings, especially after the one time we actually managed to do it.
I've got that on video somewhere.
Oh, and so you should. That should be treasured. Because it would never happen again. It was a glitch in the game. But yeah, I would say the N64, because we had like Mario Kart, GoldenEye, some of the most epic games, and mostly because of like the sort of the multiplayability for them all, the memories of playing with you guys, not you. You playing with you guys playing those games.
Well, you were playing them
my
games.
fondest memories.
I was playing Genius.
Yeah.
What about you, Greg?
For me, it's probably the PS1.
Yeah.
Because I went from Acorn Electron, Commodore 64, Mega Drive, PS1. So
it's not a bad route.
It's not a bad route. The thing I fondly remember is the day I went round a friend's house. We were playing Time Crisis, because I used to play Time Crisis a lot at the arcade.
With the actual guns?
Stuff like that, with the guns. And then him showing me that there's a way to actually set the controller up so you could put the controller on the floor and use it as a pedal to hide behind things instead of having to press a button here and there. So, yeah.
Oh, do you know?
So we went through several controllers.
Speaking of those type of games, you know, House of the Dead is doing a re-release thing.
What, in the arcades or on console?
On console.
Yeah, Matt?
It's not an easy question because there's loads of, like you say, the Amiga. I just like spend hours on that.
That's Simon the Sorcerer.
Yeah, and also Nintendo 64. But the reason why Nintendo 64 gets my runner-up prize is because we say this at the time. There just weren't enough games for it.
No, the games that we did play were epic.
Yeah,
but there were only a selective few.
So for me, if I'm just pips it of like hours spent. Is the Super Nintendo. Yeah. Honestly, like Donkey Kong Country games, and
I wasn't a big fan of them.
Oh, I fucking love them. I love a platform game.
That's all I can remember. Is that one or
that's
Banjo-Kazooie. That's neither of them. It's Crash Bandicoot.
No, Crash Bandicoot.
Is it?
Yeah,
fucking
Crash
no.
Bandicoot,
Played that one once.
Yeah, just platform games. I just fucking love platform games. So like Mario World. Completed it about 500 times.
As in Super Mario World.
Super Mario World. The Donkey Kong Country 1, 2 and 3. Completed them. I used to just be like on a loop. I'd just play it all the way through, beat the last boss, and then just like reset it and start all over again.
Well, I mean, just to loop back to the beginning of this episode, Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
That was on the SNES.
Yeah.
Did your mum ever complete it?
Yes. Yeah, we between us completed it.
Talking about...
If we're talking about the company that develops or developed GoldenEye, Rare Software, yes, they are based in Twycross.
They also
in
made the Donkey Kong Country series.
Yeah, they are based in Twycross in Leicestershire, and I am actually very good friends with She don't just work there; she is the creative director of Rare Software. And I'm hoping to have
What the fuck have I got these knobheads on this show then, if you've got someone like that to bring in?
Well, I'm hoping to have her as a guest one day.
Yeah,
really?
Absolutely.
She's very busy, but I'll...
I'd be fucking busy if I was your friend watching this shit.
So he keeps asking, but have you seen this show?
I'm too busy being a genius running a company.
I've actually got to pretend to be his friend.
I'll try and get her in on it one day. She used to work. She works for Rare now, but she used to work for Codemasters, so also like big.
I've got a friend.
Yeah,
who
Micro
works at
Machines.
Codemasters.
What that game?
No,
you've all got friends in gaming, and we're sitting there like talking to each other.
Yeah.
What's this about?
I am not bringing Justin here.
Right.
Lovely guy, boring as fuck.
So yeah, come on. Come on the show. We'd love to see you.
Hi, Justin.
Okay, Craig.
What?
Your story.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Right, so when I was about 11,
Lie.
Yeah. You could have at least said 10 to change it from what he said.
what?
His mum,
I was
he
playing
found some buzzers in a drawer.
Zelda
Uh-huh.
Right.
at the care home.
Yeah.
You've
You've already told this story.
Have I? It's done then, isn't it? No, the only thing, going back to things like how I said I used to play Time Crisis when I was about 11, 12, and we used to do the school trips to Super Bowl and stuff like that.
Super Bowl. I remember that place.
And
Your school sounds well better than ours. School trips to Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Have you
I'm
got
sorry,
anything
well
like
better.
yeah, well better. And
I just reverted back to when I was at school.
Itchy beard.
Chinny.
I can remember that I used to play Time Crisis a hell of a lot, and I was quite good at it. And I can remember I was having one particular run.
Is that what they told you because you couldn't see over the top of the coin slot then?
I had to have someone press the
I
start.
can do the gun.
I used to have to stand on the box shooting, and someone used to have to do the pedal. No, I was doing really well at it, and I'd got quite close to the end and finally completing it, and I just failed right at the last minute. And I can remember watching all my school friends behind me were amazed at how well I was doing, and it's always been one of them great memories I've had.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
they
absolutely.
weren't
Like us with the Tekken.
Memories in arcades, I
Yeah.
think, are always brilliant. Anyway, no, I still remember us all playing like Daytona USA on somebody's birthday. And
Yeah.
we'd all be there with like the four sort of
Four of us all
cars
lined
in
up.
a row.
Or slightly later on for us, Outrun.
Outrun, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the updated Outrun, not the original. The Outrun.
I think, I mean, they hold that appeal anyway, don't they, the arcade games? There's things like the dance mat things all started in the arcade and things like that as well. So they hold them kind of appeals for sort of groups and things like that anyway. You're not going to go on arcade and go, I'm just going to go on this game on my own.
Well, it's in an arcade. It's where you feel like a legend, isn't it? That's the thing, and especially like how I did, because I had.
As long as you don't feel like a genius.
Well, yeah, not in front of your mates, but I had all my school friends behind me watching me like do this last part of the level, and I was sat there so chuffed with myself and so grateful they didn't see me put in the first 20 quid. Because I died that many fucking times, and they'd all just noticed that I was right near the end of the level.
Or when you
So-
put the gun down at the end and it just carries on playing itself because it's actually just the demo.
Well, it's the thing that did me more than anything was I knew full well that my mate wanted to kind of like put the quid in and try and complete the game. So you do that thing where you pull the trigger as fast as you can to get the timer down. You go, fuck yourself. I've just spent a fortune, you prick. So
Were you genius in them?
geniusing. That's how I used to do. I used to basically hold the gun with my left hand, use my finger to pull the trigger.
I genuinely thought
Are
then.
we still not talking about arcade games?
I'm not even joking. I thought he was actually intricately going into details of how he wanked then.
No, if I'm going to do that,
I was like,
put one
whoa.
finger under there, and
And
then I rub it in circular motions.
I think on that score, that would be a perfect place to end the show. So
Hey, I'm talking about my inner.
I know. So yes, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Merry New Year and Happy Christmas and all that.
Merry
bollocks.
Christmas.
And we'll see you in the new year.
We will.
Bye.
Don't choke on turkey.